And we are back.
That's one fine building for such a small town. The exterior woodwork is spectacular. Don't you agree, Zach?
Yeah. Excuse me. Are those cans as doorknobs? It's Officer Eats' tie. Did he just poop himself?
Pleasure to meet you, Agent Morgan. We've been expecting you. I'm Thomas McLean, the sheriff's assistant.
Sheriff's Assistant, Thomas McLean.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
Please.
Please just call me York.
Fuck.
It's what everyone else calls me.
Very well then, Agent York.
I believe I owe you a thank you for retrieving my belongings from my car. Thanks.
Oh, no, just doing my job.
That is not your job.
Well, I want to help do everything I can to help the investigation. I just can't believe Anna was murdered.
See, that is your job.
She was such a bright and lovely girl.
Did you know her well?
Well, no, not really. But it's a very small town. I'm sorry. It's just that this is the first really big case I've ever seen.
I understand. Just try to relax. Can I have a look at Anna's file now?
Yes, of course. The sheriff told me to let you through to the meeting room, but I've lost the key to the cabinet where the files are. Why don't you take a look around while I go look for it?
Okay. Let me know when things are ready.
Unprofessional.
Zach, Thomas appears to be the kind and sensitive type, totally at odds with the monarch. Almost a good setting for a cartoon.
Trust me, this is plenty cartoonish. On to adventure! Hello. This person probably has nothing to do with the investigation. Well, I guess there's only one way to find out. No, it turns out he doesn't. So opening fire in a police station is FBI privileges? I've been missing out. They always throw a fit when I do that. What's up, ladies? Striped squirrel keys. I can just sleep on this? Something tells me I'll be coming back here later. Curvy-tailed flying squirrel keys. Something tells me it's not regulation to have an exit door in a jail cell. Alright, Officer Poops his pants, what's going on? Agent York, did you find the key? Maybe.
You found the key.
I guess I did.
I hope this is the right one.
You found a Siberian chipmunk this time, have you? Sorry, wrong key.
I don't even know what the fuck I'm looking for.
Siberian chipmunk?
This species lives in northern Japan on the island of Hokkaido. They're actually quite a popular pet.
Really? That's cute.
So it isn't even a squirrel.
But we're looking for a southern flying squirrel right now.
Wait, I think I might have that. But foist. Sure, did you find the key? I guess I did. I didn't want to say anything last time, but I thought it was a chipmunk too.
That's the right one?
Yes, a southern flying squirrel. Thank you so much. I'll bring the files right in, so please go to the meeting room.
That
Okay,
smile.
I'll be waiting for you.
Well, Zach, we just got here, and we've cracked a big case already.
The case of the missing squirrel.
The victim's name was Anna Graham.
So are there
Age
pictures of a
18,
baby on the
she
table?
Just recently graduated from high school this year. Her dream was to move out to the city and become a model. But for the time being, she was working in the A&G diner here in town. She lived with her mother, Sally. Anna's father died in an accident in a lumber mill when she was a child.
Hmm.
Her mother is unemployed and lives on the insurance money from her husband's accident.
Hmm.
After all, it's a small town with a low cost of living. Financially, they seem to get by fine, and they led normal lives.
A normal life is exactly what a curious teenager doesn't want. It's all starting to make sense, Zach.
To who? Oh my god.
City folk, huh? No, I take that back. All of them can't be as bad as him, and some should have better manners.
Huh. This is a good biscuit. I've never tasted a biscuit this delicious. Where in town can I get these?
Well, actually, I baked them myself.
Oh.
Mm,
Tommy,
it's
darling.
amazing. What are you doing in law enforcement? I'm very particular about biscuits, I'll have you know. The balance of milk and butter you've achieved here. Oh, my.
Agent Morgan, the autopsy's ready.
Yeah, it's a murder investigation,
Well, welcome
folks.
to accompany me to the Greenvale General Hospital. Emily, you come too. Thomas, stay here and tidy up these files.
Yes, sir.
We're going to use the car outside. Let's get going. You might think this is just a small-town police investigation, but our inspections are thorough and solid. I'm hoping you won't slow us down.
Well, as long as your investigations are as good as these damn biscuits.
The Greenvale General Hospital is down the road by the lake. It's too far to walk. Come on, get in the car.
If I'm riding in a car, George, I prefer to be the driver. Can you provide a car for me?
What are you talking about? You don't even know how to get there.
Thank you.
Which is another good reason for me to drive, George.
No, it's
I
not.
need to learn my way around town.
Oh, man.
Come on,
Very
Tex.
well. Then I'll ride with you. I want to keep an eye on you.
Fair enough.
Just one thing, Agent Morgan. Your involvement in this case is limited. That means you don't have to learn your way around town.
George, we'd better get moving. The hospital closes at 2100.
At least they made that sound natural. I can take the van? Yeah, this car looks dumb.
Agent Morgan, get us there quickly, but drive within the speed limit. Just because you have a badge doesn't mean you can drive like a maniac.
George, what are you, his
Speak
mother?
for yourself.
We just need to get the autopsy results.
Agent York isn't accustomed to the town yet. Give him a little slack. Well then, Agent York, let's get going.
Sure. Sounds good.
Agent Morgan, I can't help noticing you prefer to work alone.
Most of the time, yes.
Don't you get lonely, flying all over the country alone?
I must say I've never felt lonely.
Are you married?
Unfortunately, relationships and I are fleeting strangers.
That doesn't
I
make
don't
any
get on very
sense.
well with women. You might be surprised to hear.
That's because you're young. You notice things like that at my age. You have to treat women carefully, like a thin crystal wine glass. If you don't, they can cut scars on your face, just like yours, right?
George, is this an interrogation? I see you're a seasoned professional. But let's not talk about my scar. It was caused by a problematic woman.
Well, she got you good. Terribly good.
It'll fade away, and nobody will notice it in a week.
A week? It's not that light of a wound.
Yeah, but notice
So,
there's a bone buried
Emily,
over there.
Tell me, Is there really a need for a full-time sheriff in a small town like this?
I'm sure it is small to your city eyes, but any gathering of people leads to all kinds of problems. Fights, runaways, stray pets.
You're too fixated on violent crimes. Our job is to guide the people along the correct path, first and foremost. Now, that's what I consider to be my duty as the sheriff of Greenvale.
That's not creepy.
The monarch in all his glory. Kind of makes me glad that I wasn't born here.
Did you say something, Agent Morgan?
One side.
No, nothing.
And there's fishing, too.
I was just reflecting on a little history.
Well, we're in the middle of a homicide investigation. Keep your mind on the matter at hand.
Okay, which right now is driving.
Boom. Only crashed the car a little bit.
That's a pretty big hospital. I guess they wanted to be ready for town-wide food poisoning?
No, it's another leftover from the town's prosperous slumber days. Hard to imagine now, though, isn't it?
My mother always talked about how energetic this town used to be. Almost like a gold rush, she used to say.
Timber is a renewable resource. How did this fail?
But the hotter the fever, the faster it cools. And so now there's hardly anyone left to use this place.
It pains me to watch my hometown lose so many citizens. Beyond your understanding, I'm sure.
Yes, I'm sorry to say that it is.
I like that hand movement.
And that's why this case is our problem. There really isn't any need for you to get too involved.
Wow. He's really up his own butt, isn't he? Chocolate chips. Hey, it's the nurse from Silent Hill.
Hello, Sheriff.
Freckly Fiona.
Hi there, Fiona. We're here to see Usha. Do you know where he is?
I think Dr. Johnson is in the computer room.
Usha.
Computer room? In a hospital?
Whoa, it's blowing my fucking mind
Nice
here.
to meet you, Mr. FBI agent. The computer room is where our employees share a computer.
Very nice to meet you, too. I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. But how did you know I was FBI?
Easy. None of the police in this town wear cologne.
Oh! Suck on that, Tex.
Besides, that scar on your face is the biggest rumor in town.
Rumors get exaggerated as they spread, even in the countryside.
How is a scar
that you're reading,
the
if I
subject
may
of
ask?
a rumor?
You haven't heard of this yet? It's a recent bestseller mystery. It's set in the U.S., a small traditional North American town close to the Canadian border. A peaceful, traditional place. However, that peaceful town is shattered by a terrible crime, the murder of a local girl.
It's
And that
mirroring
incident
the
causes
events of
grief
this
and
game.
sadness to everyone in town, but everyone feels the seditious, heinous evil still lurking, alive. Yes, much like the situation right now here in Greenvale.
Fiona, don't say that.
Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. With Anna dead and all.
Don't worry. Books are written to entertain, and it's good you're enjoying it. What we're faced with here is a terrible crime committed in a real world. Much different from that of a novel. So there's no need to apologize.
Thank you, Agent York.
You're welcome, Freckly Fiona. Dr. Johnson. Blah. I don't get paid for that. Wow, what's going on? I'm trying to scrape up that paper. Oh well, we're gonna look for Doc Johnson tomorrow. Catch you then. Bye.